furniture to cover. That is the gate, pillars, and sockets. That's what we're going to talk tonight. Sunday night, I think we're going to do the brazen labor. And then next Wednesday, if the Lord tarries, we'll do the altar of incense. So far, we have seen how each piece of furniture in the tabernacle points to who? Jesus. Jesus. And tonight is no different. Going to see the camera running? We'll give them a couple of minutes to get the tea. All right.
What are we covering tonight? The gate?
We're covering the gate, pillars, and sockets. But mainly the gate. The gate. And I promise you tonight, by the grace of God, if you don't see this tonight, I don't know what to say. Sister Dorsette, good to have you back up to church.
Good to be on.
Turn to Exodus chapter 27, verse 16. Exodus 27, 16. Notice, I want to see what you notice about this gate. Go ahead.
16 what?
27 verse 16, just one word.
16. For the entrance to the courtyard, provide a certain 20 cubits long of blue, purple. For the entrance to the courtyard, provide a curtain 20 cubits long of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and finely twisted linen, the work of embroidering with 4 posts and 4 bases.
What version you read from?
That was the New International.
Read that again, please.
For the entrance to the courtyard, provide a curtain 20 cubits long of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and finely twisted linen, the work of an embroidering with 4 posts and 4 bases.
Okay. It says entrance, the other translation says gate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so entrance, gate, same thing, okay? So now we come to the gate, and you're going to find this fascinating tonight. The matter of fact that the gate has a curtain or hanging of blue, purple, and scarlet. You know what we're talking about. Fine twine linen stitched with the perfect righteousness of God. And 4 pillars, 4 sockets. We're going to look at this tonight. Now, placed at the east of the court. Notice that the gate is placed at the east of the court. At the east end of the court is the gate and the entry into the tabernacle. This, by the way, is the only entry to the tabernacle. There's what I tell you, the fact that there's only one entry. One way to God. The one way to God. We don't want to offend nobody. We shouldn't offend people. But if called upon, we must defend the scriptures.
Yes.
There's only one way to go.
One way.
Now watch this. The gate at the east and follows the instructions for the hanging of the east side. Look at verse 13 through 14, Sister Dorsette.
27.
Yes, please.
27:13, New International. On the east end, toward the sunrise, the courtyard shall also be 50 cubits wide. 14, curtains 15 cubits long are to be on one side of the entrance, with 3 posts and 3 bases.
Now, notice the entrance is to the east. Repeat the word east.
East.
Very important. The choice of the east side entrance is not a coincidence. Nothing in the Bible is of coincidence. Nothing. Even when we don't understand, and there are many things we don't understand, everything is precise and serves a purpose. God is not like man. We just try to get the flowery words as much as we can and don't know how they fit and what they mean. Everything God says in His Word has a purpose. So this is not a coincidence that the east side is where the entrance was. The word east provides some of the best insight. The word east, the word in Hebrew is kedem, Q-E-D-E-M. You may pronounce it differently, that's fine with me. This word is translated as, watch this, write this down, as east, old, and ancient. A good case can be made to show that the ways, laws, and customs of Yahweh, of Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh, comes from the east. I want to repeat that. A good case can be made to show that the ways, the laws, and customs of Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh comes from the east. The garden of Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh that contained the tree of life was placed where? East. East. Eastward of the garden.
Yeah.
You'll find that in Genesis 2:8. Sister Dorsette, please read that.
New International. Now the Lord God had planted a garden in the east in Eden, and there He put the man He had formed.
The coming of the Messiah will be from the east. How many of you knew that? Turn to Matthew 24, verse 27, please.
For as lightning that comes from the east is visible, even in the west, so will the coming of the Son of Man.
The Messiah was to come from the tribe of Judah, which was the lead camp on the east side of the tabernacle. Numbers 2 and 3, please.
3. On the east, toward the sunrise, the divisions of the camp of Judea are to encamp under their standard. The leader of the people of Judah is Nason, son of Amminadab.
Now I'm going to see if you all pick this up. Micah 5 and 2, we read where the Messiah was to come from. But thou, Bethlehem Ephrath, though thou be little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of thee shall come forth unto me that is to be ruler in Israel, whose going forth have been from old, from everlasting.
From east.
From the east. Why? Because the word kedem means east, old, or ancient. The words ancient, old, and east all speak of the source of where all things come from. This is why Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh is called the one from everlasting or the east. Turn to Habakkuk 1 and 12, please. Sister Dorsette, we missed you for 2 Sundays and 2 Wednesdays, 1 Wednesday. So you know what that means. 1 and 12. Huh? Got it? Source of where all publishers, the source of where all things come from. And rightly so, because all things come from God. That's another one, Ancient of Days. Go ahead, Sister Dorsette, 1 and 12.
Or 2 and 12.
1 and 12.
O Lord, are you not from everlasting? My God, my Holy One, we will not die. O Lord, you have appointed them to execute judgment. O Rock, you have ordained them to punish.
God is everlasting. God is the Ancient of Days. He is from of old. Now, in contrast, the word west or yam, Y-A-M, speaks of the direction of the nations and is equally translated as the seas or source of the mass humanity. This is where we get the term the sea of humanity. Man's ways comes from the west, and Elohim's ways come from the east. It is no coincidence that the only entrance to the tabernacle is where? On the east side.
Just clarify one thing for me. According to Psalms 48, heaven is in the north, but Jesus will be coming from the east.
That's a good, I need to study that. Great is the Lord, great is the Lord, great you be praised.
Yes.
In the city of our God, mountain of the holy is beautiful in elevation, the joy of the whole of the city of the great King. Let me study and get back to you. I'm sure I can show you one thing.